We're doing a sound check now. Are we on?
Test.
I'm hearing sound coming from the TV.
Oh, yeah.
And so there's a bit of an echo.
And Kara knows what's it.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe Kara doesn't. She may not. I'll go to her. Hello. Yes. Good.
Check 1, 2. So I hear it on Zoom, but I don't hear it in the room. Do you want to start the lagoon?
Yeah. Do you have it? Yeah.
My ice is melting.
Okay. Test. Test. Get this a little closer. Okay. All right, y'all. We're going to go ahead and get started. Ya da 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 da. Ya da da. Ya da 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 da. Ya da da da. Ya da 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 da. Ya da 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 da. One more time. Ya da ya da 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 da. Ya da da. Ya da 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 da. Ya da da da. Ya da da ya da da da. Ya da da da.
Welcome, everyone. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom.
I'm Yolanda Asher, and I'm here co-leading with
Julie Fishman. Shabbat Shalom.
And Rabbit Stoddard, Shabbat Shalom, y'all, and to you on Zoom as well.
Yeah. Is there anyone here for the first time? Welcome. Do you want to introduce yourselves or? Lauren and Preston, welcome.
Lauren and Preston.
Say hello to everybody else. We want to greet everybody, make everyone feel welcome on this lovely Shabbat evening. Yay.
I know, everyone else knows. It's like, it's like, yeah.
And welcome to you all on Zoom. So would like to welcome and bring up for the candle lighting Alan Sugar. Today's a special day for him, so thank you so much, Alan.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner Shel Shabbat. Amen. Thank you.
Yashikoa, thank you. So let's turn to page 12, 13, 12, okay, Page 13, the transliterated Shalom Aleichem. Let's welcome in the angels. I don't know about you, but I need my angels so badly. I twisted my knee and sprained my foot, so I need some angels to help lift me up. And so Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Bohem LeShalom Malachei HaShalom Malachei Elyon. Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Barhuni LeShalom Malachei HaShalom Malachei Elyon. Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzetem LeShalom Malachei HaShalom Malachei Elyon. Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
So we'll now turn to page 25 for Psalm 96, about singing a new song, singing to the eternal, all the earth. And so we will sing the first two lines on page 25, the transliteration in Hebrew. Hopefully some folks from the chorus, and maybe others, will recognize this tune, or else you're going to have my beautiful solo here with my fine co-leaders here. Here we go. Shiru Ladonai, Shir Hadash, Shiru Ladonai, Kol haaretz, Shiru Ladonai, Baruch Shemo, Baseru miyom Yeshuato. Thank you. I know we can do it again, but we're going to keep going here. I know I was tempted to do it again too.
Okay. Oh, now it's time for Lecha Dodi. Okay, so we start on page 41, and then we do the first verse on the top of each page, turning the verses of 41 and on, and then the last one we turn to greet the door. So, Lecha Dodi likrat kala yadadai 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala yadadai 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zahor b'dibur echad, hishmianu el ha'miyuchad. Adonai echad, u'shemo echad, l'shem u'tiferet v'litila. Hey, Lecha Dodi likrat kala yadadai 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala yadadai 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela. Page 43. Likrat Shabbat lehu v'nelha ki mekor ha'berecha merosh mikedem neshucha so ma'aseh b'mazbatila. Hey, Lecha Dodi likrat kala yadadai 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela.
likrat kala yadada 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 pene Shabbat nekabela.
Page 45.
Hitoreri kiva ore kumiori uri shir daberi kevod Adonai alai nigla. Hele hadodi likrat kala yadada 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 pene Shabbat nekabela. Lehadodi likrat kala yadada 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 pene Shabbat nekabela.
Page 47.
Yamin smoti prorotzi ve'et Adonai taritzi al yadish ben parzi venismecha venakila. Hele hadodi likrat kala yadada 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 pene Shabbat nekabela. Lehadodi likrat kala yadada 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 pene Shabbat nekabela.
Rise in body or in spirit.
Oyi v'shalom materet bala gam besimcha ubisola tov emune am segula boi kala. Hele hadodi likrat kala yadada 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 pene Shabbat nekabela. Lehadodi likrat kala yadada 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 pene Shabbat nekabela.
Now turn to page 55 for Chatzi Kaddish. We're going for very zippy, so it's all Chatzi around here. Okay. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabba.
Amen.
B'yama divra hiruti v'imlik mahute.
Behayechom yomechom uvhayedecho beit Yisrael. Bagala, uvisman kariv, vimeru, amen. Yehesh merabba mevarak, le'alamon me'omaya,
Yitbara v'ishtaba, v'itpar v'tromam v'naseh, v'itadar v'itale v'talal, shemei kudisha brihu, le'ela minho berhata v'shirhata, tush behata v'nehemata, da'iran bi'alma, v'meru, amen.
Yadai-dai-dai-dai-dai.
Yadai-dai-dai-dai. Page 57.
Yadai-dai-dai. Rise in body or in spirit. Dai-dai-dai. Yadai-dai-dai-dai-dai.
Yadai-dai-dai-dai. Yadai-dai-dai-dai.
Yadai-dai-dai-dai. Baruch hu et Adonai hamevorach hamevorach Baruch Adonai hamevorach leolam vaed. Baruch hu Adonai Hamevorach leolam vahed. Yadai dai 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 dai. Yadai dai 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 dai. Yadai 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 dai dai dai. You may be seated.
So y'all, I have a poem to share from the late Andrea Gibson. I don't know if anyone was familiar with her or their work. They were a spoken word artist and poet who had some incredible words that they brought into this world and passed away last month, way too early. I really encourage to look up their work. So this is called Instead of Depression, and it kind of is, it spoke to me with this parshat, which you'll be hearing more from Rabbit in the Devar, which is the parshat that contains justice you shall pursue. But the work is tiring, especially right now, and so this really spoke to me about how do you respond to that. Instead of depression, try calling it hibernation. Imagine the darkness is a cave in which you will be nurtured by doing absolutely nothing. Hibernating animals don't even dream. It's okay if you can't imagine spring. Sleep through the alarm of the world. Name your hopelessness a quiet hollow, a place you go to heal, a den you dug. Sweetheart, instead of a grave. And so we're going to turn now to page 58 for the Asher Bidvaro. We're going to read in English together. Yes, here. So joining together. Oops, I'm not on the right page. Yeah. Blessed are you, eternal one, our God, sovereign of all worlds, by whose word the evenings fall. In wisdom you open heaven's gates. With divine discernment you make seasons change, causing the times to come and go, and ordering the stars on their appointed paths through heaven's dome, all according to your will. Creator of the day and night, who rolls back light before the dark and dark before the light, who makes day pass away and brings on night, dividing between day and night. The leader of the throngs of heaven is your name. Living and enduring God, rule over us now and always. Blessed are you, Almighty One, who makes the evenings fall. And then the second line of the transliteration, also on page 59. Baruch atah Adonai ha'ma'ariv aravim. Amen.
Amen.
Turn to page 63. I'll do the traditional Ahavat Olam, which I will start. Ahavat Olam, Beit Yisrael, Ahavta, Torah mitzvot, Hukim u'mishpatim, Otanu lemadeta, Al ken Adonai Eloheinu, Beholenu v'kumeinu, Nasiya behu keha, V'nizma b'divrei Toratecha, U'v'mitzvotecha, Le'olam va'ed. Ki hem hayenu v'yorak yameinu, v'yorak yameinu, v'yodhem neged yomam v'layla, yomam v'layla. We have ואהבת לשור ממדנו לעולמים, ברוך אתה אדוני אוהב עמו ישראל.
Amen.
We'll go right into the Shema on the next page.
Oh, cool.
Shema Israel, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol nevacha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol meodecha ve'hayu ha'devarim ha'ele asher Anochi metzavecha hayom levavecha v'shinantam levaneha v'dibarta bam Beshiteha v'teha uvlecha v'derek uvshobeha uvkonecha ukshartam leot al yedeha vehayu letotafot beineha uvtatam al mezuzot beteha uvishareha.
We'll now turn to page 79 for our song of liberation, Michamocha. Get onto the page here. Michamocha be'elim Adonai, Michamocha neder b'kodesh, norati lot osef ele, osef ele. Ya-da-da-da, ya-da-da-da-da-da, ya-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, ya-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, ya-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Adonai imlok leolam vaed, Adonai imlok leolam vaed, Adonai imlok leolam vaed, leolam vaed. Ya-da-da-da, ya-da-da-da-da-da, ya-da-da, ya-da, ya-da-da-da-da, ya-da-da, ya-da-da-da-da, ya-da-da, ya-da-da-da-da-da. Baruch atah Adonai, Baruch atah Adonai, Baruch atah Adonai, Gal Yisrael. Ya-da-da-da, ya-da-da-da-da, ya-da-da, ya-da, ya-da-da-da-da, ya-da-da, ya-da-da-da-da, ya-da-da, ya-da-da-da-da.
Oh, that was lovely. Wasn't that fun? Okay, now let's turn to page 80, and I'd like us all to read together in English the Hashkivenu. Help us to lie down, dear one, our God, in peace, and let us rise again, our sovereign, to life. Spread over us the shelter of your peace. Decree for us a worthy daily lot, and redeem us for the sake of your great name, and enfold us in the wings of your protection. For you are our redeeming guardian. Truly, a sovereign, gracious, and compassionate God are you. Guard our going forth each day for life and peace, now and always. Spread over us the shelter of your peace. Blessed are you, compassionate one, who spreads your canopy of peace over all your people Israel and over Jerusalem and the entire world. Amen.
All right, so we'll go to page 85 and No, we are not taking out the Torah. We will do Vishamru because it's fun. Vishamru, woo, B'nai Israel, et HaShabbat, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. בני ובני אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני, עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות בהשבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות בהשבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
So we're now going to turn to our Amidah. We will have time for both prayers that are written on the page, if you want, or the prayers of your own heart. I will open us up. We will stand. We will rise. Pardon me. And
It's a
page
standing
91.
prayer.
Yes, thank you. Page 91.
Embody your spirit, Yolanda.
I know, but I want to turn.
Ooh, this got very low. Adonai sevtav tavtita ufia yigan lateha. Open my lips, beloved one, and let my mouth declare your praise. So starting on page 91 up through about 117, or the prayers within your own heart. And when you're finished, you may be seated.
All right, and now, make sure that this is close enough to me that I'm actually getting picked up by it. And so we have a devar for you this week on the week's parsha, which is Shoftim, which is about justice. And I wanted to take a moment to mention that we are in the period, since it was a longer than one-day event, it's been 20 years since Hurricane Katrina hit. There are a couple of very good documentaries that are out about it if your heart can deal with that, but it's very important and relevant to the theme of this week's parsha. So Shoftim attempts to establish or reestablish some guidelines for justice in the Jewish community. It pronounces a fundamental directive, and then it follows it with a whole lot of sometimes fiddly, sometimes actually profound and useful rules for how to enact that justice. The directive is as follows. You shall not judge unfairly. You shall show no partiality. You shall not take bribes, for bribes blind the eyes of the discerning and upset the plea of the just. Justice, justice you shall pursue, that you may thrive and occupy the land that your God Adonai is giving you. Deuteronomy, and I didn't write down the exact chapter numbers, so please forgive me for that. But what I love about Deuteronomy is that it feels to me like the most human book of the Torah. So you have Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, and Numbers. They lay out evolving sets of laws, and now Deuteronomy, and Shoftim in particular, revisits them in precise, often oddly specific detail. To quote the renowned scholar, Reb Umberto Eco, in Foucault's Pendulum, from prohibitions you can tell what people normally do. It's a way of drawing a picture of daily life. And some of these examples are so out there, there's no way that anyone would have thought of this if some person hadn't actually done it. It hadn't happened one way or another. So whenever people write rules, there's always a hope that this version is going to be the last version, the perfect one, the complete one. But somebody always comes along and does something, for better or worse, which you never thought of and you couldn't predict. So the impulse is to make more and more specific, narrower rules. And to make sure that these are taken seriously, as you see in the Parsha, they say something like, add nothing to this. Do not go aside either to the left or the right, which is a little bit like, a Word document that says, laws for Jews, _final, _final, _final. I mean it this time. No, really. 1, in parentheses, ... But I can tell you, as a game designer, it doesn't exactly work great. It's good intention, but not so much, because for every rule you write, someone, not even acting in bad faith, is going to come up with a way to exploit it. And then you have people who do act in bad faith, who have this bizarre ability to take the words of law and twist them into weapons. The truth is, rules are tools, and all tools can be weaponized. The words of Torah are sometimes described as black fire. Well, fire's a tool, and it's a tool that is wonderful. It can warm your house, it can cook your food, and it can burn everything down and leave you with nothing but ashes, depending on how you use it. Rules are tools, and what they are meant to build is justice. But what is justice? So I think of it as an underlying value. It informs how individuals and communities should respond not even when someone does something, when something happens that causes harm to individuals or the community. That can be a crime, but it can be a natural disaster as well. It covers what acts fall into the category of crime based on intent, honesty, individual circumstances. It asks us to consider our emotions as well as our reason, the hurt that we feel when we are wronged, the emotions that can lead us to believe a hurtful act on our part is justified. Indignation at harm caused to or by someone we love. It is particular and specific, and the rules that are written may or may not have much to do with the situation in front of us. They're guidelines along the road to justice, not justice itself. And in a lot of ways, the rules that are laid out in Shoftim really are an improvement over what came before and what was happening in the world. When we think today of the line in Shoftim, a life for a life, an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, we think it sounds a little archaic and barbarous and cruel. At the time, though, it was introducing a new idea, proportional response. So these are people who are used to responding to harm by escalating. So if you knock out one of my teeth, I can then knock out all of your teeth. This is actually telling us, no, you can only respond up to the extent that you are harmed, and no more than that. One eye for one eye, one tooth for one tooth, and stop. But what a shame would it be, what a crime of its own if humanity just stops there. If an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth are still the accepted definition of fairness, the perfect expression of justice, if we didn't have our practice of teshuvah that follows, that reminds us to look at the individual circumstances, to ask of the harmed what they need to be made whole. It looks individually at the one who was harmed and the one who has been harmed, the separate processes. And when you look at many of the more distressing rules in this parsha, you can stop and you can listen to the still small voice inside you that knows really fundamentally under all the things you're told what justice really is. And you can marvel at how far we've come from this revolutionary at the time, but still kind of terrible rule set. And once you've done that, you've got to look up and look around at the world that we live in and acknowledge how far we still have yet to go along the path. That still small voice is so very quiet compared to the loud, hard noise of the world, of all the voices telling us that wrong is right and up is down. But as written in the Parsha, justice, justice you shall pursue. It does not say, in justice you shall arrive and put your feet up and maybe crack open a cold one. In the words of Rabbi Tarfon, you are not obligated to complete the work, but neither are you free to abandon it. In Pirkei Avot 2:16. I remember that chapter. I really love the poem Julie chose for tonight, Instead of Depression, by Andrea Gibson. I love it because I really needed to hear it. That's exactly how I've been feeling lately, lost and hopeless and so completely overwhelmed by all of it. It's very hard to feel or do much of anything. So it's a good reminder that we can change the story we tell ourselves to make the overwhelmingness of the time something from which emergence is possible, rather than the end condition. It's a place on the path we travel, from whence we seek, where we rest and gather our strength, and then continue. So I'm exhausted lately, like sitting in my bed with my phone, doing this for hours. I'm betting a lot of you are, too, in a similar place. But let's use that exhaustion to find a place of stillness and quiet, a hibernation, as it were. In that place, find rest, yes, but once rested, let that silence we've created cut through the noise of ourselves, the noise of the rules, the noise of what we hope and what we fear, what we want to feel and what we don't want to hear. Let us listen to the internal voice that knows, truly knows what is right, what is teshuvah, what is justice. We may not be able to sit on high courts or pass laws in Congress, but we can do the work within ourselves to sharpen our internal hearing and listen, so that we may yet speak more of that still small voice into the world. However we may, with whatever we have, justice, justice shall we pursue.
Yasher Koach, Rabbit, thank you.
I spent all week on that, so hopefully it was speaking.
See, it's worth coming here on Friday nights.
Thank you so much.
It's now our time for Misha Barak to send healing to our loved ones and friends and all. Want to get some names from the congregation? Anybody want to hold up in healing? Brian Coldman. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Susie Sugar.
Thank you. Thank you. Me. Thank you.
Eli Seagraves, Kenneth Pruitt.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone from Zoom?
I'll add
Thank you.
Thank you, people on Zoom.
Thank you, everyone on Zoom. And
Jason Leaf and Ken Rose.
Thank you.
All right. And I will read the Misha Barak list if you want to. All right. Scott Epstein, Victoria Ibster, John Ibster, Anna Levy-Sprick, Dory Perling, Nancy Rosebloom, Melissa Sachs, Rabbi Zev Hayim Fair, Rich Teljohan, Randy Foster, Eva Cotillard, Susan Birch, Sarah Kablak, Richard Anzalone, Mildred Anzalone, Rachel Hahn, Margie Osheroff, Jean Kablock, Shirley Olafern, Joe Chansey, Susan Sugar, Robin Cox, Gertrude Bronstein, Dina Batchaya Umoshe, Ellis Cohen, Julio Quintana, Margaret Moore, Shauna Jackson, Michelle Jenny, Blanche.
Now we're going to do call and response of Will's Misha Barak. Misha Barak.
Misha Barak,
Avotenu.
Avotenu,
Mekor Hamim.
Mehora Halim,
Limotenu.
Imotenu,
Huyevarech.
Uyevarek,
Virafei.
Irafe,
Et hacholim.
Et hacholim,
Et hacholim.
Et hacholim,
El narefanala. El narefanalo. El narefanalanu. El narefanali. El narefanala. El narefanalo. El narefanalanu. El narefanali. Thank you. And I want to bring Ben Postel up so that we can read the prayer for the end of hiding, which is a special prayer for our congregation and its founders.
And it's in your inside.
It's in your Siddur.
It's in the back cover.
It's
if
in
you
the back
have a
of your
physical
Siddur.
copy. Okay. Where do they find it? As LGBTQ Jews, we are aware of the loss of integrity we suffer due to the pressures of a larger society. We often feel forced into a dishonest presentation of ourselves to ourselves and others. As LGBTQ individuals, we feel we must pretend to be something we are not. The Jews who feel they must be alienated from their traditions
and
and
community
their
to win larger acceptance. Both
both
are
as victims
of
in
a
both
theft of
identity and integrity committed by a sexual,
gender
identifying,
identifying, or religious majority.
Creator of the universe,
we ask that our ending draw to an end,
that
where
we
we
no
are
longer
more
feel we have to pretend, to promise falsely,
ourselves,
to renounce ourselves, and that the fullest creative expression as Jews and as lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer people be among the
blessings you bestow upon us. Amen.
Amen.
Yasher Koach. Thank you, Ben.
So, as we work towards the
The
end
Aleinu.
of our service, please turn to page 121 and rise, please, for the Aleinu.
In body or spirit?
Body or spirit, thank you.
I'll be in spirit this time.
You'll be in spirit, that is.
Aleinu liyashkayach ladon hakol, lated gedula leoser breshit, shenatan lanu Torah emet, v'haye olam nata behotenu, v'anachnu korim, umishtahavim umodim, lifnei melech, malchei hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
Then to page 125. Kakatu b'Torah
Torah
Adonai
Yimlok le'olam vahed, v'ne'emar v'hayer Adonai le'melech al kol ha'aretz bayom hahu. Bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad, u'shemo, u'shemo, u'shemo echad.
Please be seated. So we're going to be going into the mourner's Kaddish in just a moment on page 130 and 131. But before we say the Kaddish, I wanted to just take a moment to mourn the 2 children who were lost this week in the shooting in Minneapolis and acknowledge the many others who lost their lives to gun violence that may not hit the headlines in the same way. As noted in the email sent out from CBH today, we are particularly concerned with the potential for scapegoating of the trans community in the aftermath of the Minneapolis shooting. And I also have to say that we have the capacity to both pray and act. And I'd like to lift up this prayer. Source of life, close to the brokenhearted, liberate those who are crushed in spirit. Spread over us all a shelter of shalom. In our brokenheartedness, we now turn to the Kaddish. I also want to mention that's the 35th anniversary of yahrzeit of my father's death, which is a little hard to imagine. And Alan is also honoring the yahrzeit of his mother. And Alan, do you want to say a couple words? Yes, come on up. Yeah. Thank you.
I don't know if I need the mic.
Yeah,
but-
the Zoom people need you.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. So I'm so glad to share this time with you, honoring the memory of my mother, Angela Luba Sugar. Luba is Russian for love, and that says it all. My mother had a wonderful sense of humor, brilliant woman. She was a life master in bridge. She was so proud of that. Her favorite song was Mac the Knife. But she was, as the mother of one of my sister's friends often said, she was a complicated person. Both of my parents came to this country from Europe during the Holocaust. My father from Poland, and my mother grew up in Hamburg, Germany, and she was a single child, and her father was in the opera. My mother came to this country, to Baltimore, with her mother, but sadly and tragically, my grandfather, my mother's father, couldn't get the right paperwork to leave the country, so he perished in the Holocaust. So consequently, there was so much music in my home and so much laughter, but there was also in my mother a sadness and sometimes a resentment, and sometimes she was distant. And there you have all my poems and puppets. We all entertained her. And there was a record player in the back of the kitchen. You remember those record players that looked like a box? And you open them and there was a spindle and you could put pile several records on it. So the records were like Broadway, Hello Dolly, Milk and Honey, Kiss Me Kate, and opera La Boheme, La Traviata, and the one about pasta, Rigoletto. But the most beautiful memory is the very, very last time I saw my mother. She was in the assisted living home, and she was finishing her dinner, and I was with my sister and brother-in-law, and they were taking me to the airport. And during the conversation, I don't remember how it came up, but I asked my mother, what is a German word for butterfly? And she said, Schmetterling. And just when we left, I grabbed a little scrap of paper on her tray, and I did this, and I said, look, Schmetterling. And there you have it, magic. Thank you.
Thank you, Ellen Yashikoa.
And there's so much more I could add.
That tells you so much about who you are.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And thanks also to Alan. He, in honor of his mother, has shared some special treats for the Oneg, and we can hear more stories, I hope, about her. Yeah. So if anyone else is in a period of ritual mourning or observing a yahrzeit, if you could please stand and say the names of your loved ones. So I'm remembering my father, Lawrence Fishman. Wow.
Noah Johnson, Hannah Yael, and Betty Rush.
My father, Hank Piercy.
Friend Betty Shanker.
And do we have any on Zoom? No, Kara's not here.
May their memories be a blessing.
Ruth, yes.
And all the folks who perished in Hurricane Katrina and its aftermath, since there are a lot of yard sites in the coming days related to that.
And it's our tradition, our community, after the fourth line, for us all to stand in solidarity with the mourners. And we will begin. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah. Amen. Ma divra hirute v'amlik mahute b'hayahon uvyomehon uv'hayet dehot beit Yisrael ba'agala uzman kariv v'imru. Amen. Yehei shmei rabbah v'barak le'olam olamei amaya. Yitbarak v'yishtabak v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei kudusha b'rihu. Le'elam min kol birhata v'shirata, tush b'chata v'nehemata, da'amiran be'alma v'imru. Amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'hayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, huyaseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, v'imru. Amen. You may be seated.
May their memories be for a blessing. Thank you.
Right, so I have a few announcements for us. So again, welcome everyone this evening. My name is Julie Fishman again, and I'm the first vice president of the board at CBH. So our deep gratitude for tonight's service, and thank you to our service leaders, me, Yolanda, and Rabbit. It is a joy working with these wonderful, yes, I said myself. It was wonderful working with the two of you on a bit of short notice to pull this together, and Yashiko again on your Devar, and it was lovely for our voices joining together.
And thanks for the other folks from Torah Study who have heard specific lines from that because they kind of helped me come up with them, whether they knew it or not. So, thank you.
And a thanks to Kara Levine Brenner, who's walking out of the room doing their thing, our staff member and Zoom host, our police officer, Jason Sawyer, our greeter, Ben Pastel, and our ONEG sponsor, as mentioned, Alan Sugar, in honor of his mother, Angela Sugar's yahrzeit. I'm really grateful for all the CBH members here tonight. Will you raise your hand if you're a CBH member? Okay.
Oh, wow.
Thank you for being here. And for those of y'all who are visiting or checking out our community, please speak with us about our synagogue. This is a small but good sample of folks from here, but we have a large and rich community. Would love to share more information with you. So a couple other announcements. The CBH office is closed this Monday, September 1st for Labor Day. Kids are welcome to come sing in our pop-up Rosh Hashanah chorus. The first practice is Sunday, September 7th at noon at the CBH Community School. On Sunday, September 12th at 8 p.m., we're going to be joining with Or Hadash for a Slichot, Song Circle, and Havdalah, a beautiful start to our high holidays, and that will be held at Or Hadash. Also, if you are seeking some additional education on high holidays and orientation, you can join Rebecca Goldsmith on Sunday, September 21st. Wait, is that the right date? Yeah, at 9:30 a.m., and this is at the community school, right? Also at the school location. That's a great way to get ready for the season. And also just to note that we are going to be having a series of adult education sessions held at the school, both for parents at the school to be able to just hang out afterwards for some learning, and for folks who are either no longer at the school, like myself, because my kids are too old, or for those of us without kids to check out what's going on at the school. So this is the first of those sessions that Rebecca will be leading. We are in full steam preparation for high holidays, and our full schedule is on the CBH website. If you look at the top of the website and click on High Holiday Central, you'll see all the information. And thank you again for coming tonight, and Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Kara has something to say?
Oh, yes, please, please. You want to add a...
So we've been running a special contest for anybody who registers for services. You're entered into a drawing to win a prize. And the reason why we ask you to do this is so we can make sure we have enough food, we can make sure that the chairs are set up. This week, we had 3 people. I would like to recognize them, Benjamin, Paul, and Yolanda. Because there are only 3 out of 21, all 3 of you get a very special gift card to Brewster's Ice Cream.
I'm vegan. I'll give it to you because I'm vegan. They don't have vegan ice cream, but thank you.
They might have sorbet. So everybody is always welcome, but we do appreciate when you register in advance. So before we go into Kiddush and Motzi, we have our last song, which is Osei Shalom. Osei Shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, vimru, vimru, amen. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Thank you so much.
All right,
Good
now get ready for the
Shabbos.
Kiddush and Hamotzi.
Yeah.
I have to say, y'all are the model of efficiency. I don't think in my 30 years, years,
We've ever done it within an hour.
1 hour.
Yeah.
1 hour!
That was my goal. That was my goal, to do it within an hour.
Yes. And thank you, Reginald, on Zoom. We see you.
Thank you. Okay, let's do the Kiddush and Hamotzi.
Especially for a long weekend, we figured
Yeah.
ease into the weekend.
It's done good.
Yeah.
For creeping up on the Episcopalians.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you all. Are you ready?
Ladies and
Everybody have their juice? Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen l'chaim. Amen. L'chaim.
Chaim.
Okay, everybody touch somebody touching the challah. The challah. We got it? Okay, yay. Come on in. Hamotzi lehem himaretz. We give thanks to God for bread. Our voices rise in song together as our joyful prayer is said. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lehem imaretz. Amen. Shabbat shalom. Thank you, everyone. Grab a piece. And have a wonderful holiday weekend, everyone.
I would have chosen
continue.